All right. The little red bar at the top says we alive, we alive, we alive. So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm just curious. I'm going to probably leave the comments on for this one. If they're not on now, I'll turn them on for after this one. But I'm not going to move my footrest over a little bit. So, yeah, I'll have you guys give me your input. Have you or your family ever noticed? And this is not a troll video, by the way, but this is just something I've noticed. So, and I'm not reading the chat at the moment, so feel free to say whatever you want, and then I'll read it later. No, everybody's going to say, well, Emo, how are you doing a live stream and you can't see the chat? I'm doing the live stream through XSplit. Why am I doing a live stream through XSplit? Because, again, nobody supports the channel. Nobody donates to the channel. And I can't afford StreamYards. And the chat does not show up in XSplit. Because it's not connected directly to YouTube. It's a third-party app. But StreamYards allows you to connect to YouTube, and it's actually direct connected to YouTube. When you're using an RTMP stream, there's no way to relay the chat through an RTMP stream back to XSplit. So there's no way to relay it back. So, and I got too many browsers open right now to actually open up a window and see what you guys are saying. But I gotta ask you this, because I was thinking about this. With all the times I've tried it, no matter what I've tried, it never works. I can never get past 3. Now, Emo's going to say, you guys are going to say, well, Emo, what the hell do you mean you can never get past 3? I'll explain it to you in a second. Have any of you ever been to a buffet at a restaurant? Okay? And you try all kinds of ways to fucking you're craving the buffet for a couple of days. It's all you're fucking thinking about. You can't wait to go hit that Chinese buffet or whatever buffet it is, right? And you're thinking about this shit, right? And you're festering on this shit. And you keep coming up with ways, okay? So let's say you get up in the morning, and on the afternoon that you want to go, that you want to fucking go to Chinese. You say, well, I'm only gonna have like a maybe my coffee and a English muffin or a breakfast muffin or something, and you're like, that shouldn't fuck up my stomach too much. I can go to the buffet and for 5 hours, and I'll be able to eat just fine, right? So you have your little snack in the morning, and you have your morning coffee, and you finally hit the fucking buffet. Get to the buffet, you can only eat 3 fucking plates of food, right? Can only eat 3 fucking plates of food. Another scenario is you go to the Chinese restaurant, you're hungry, you go to the buffet, and you'll say to the person, the waitress will come over and you'll say, yeah, what would you like to have today? And you'll say to drink today, and I usually say orange soda because to me, orange crush or Fanta or whatever it is goes great with Chinese food. So for some reason I just like orange soda and Chinese food. So you go to the Chinese buffet and you start drinking your soda, and you're eating a little bit, and you're drinking your soda. You're eating a little bit, and you're drinking your soda. And again, you get to the end of the third plate, and you can't eat no more, right? So then you think to yourself, well, I didn't eat anything all day, didn't eat anything from the night before. Well, maybe the soda filled me up. So the next time you go there, you tell the fucking waitress, "Oh, what would you like to drink today, sir? I want an orange soda, please." She brings over an orange soda. And you go hit the buffet. And you don't touch the orange soda the whole time you're at the fucking buffet. Right? Don't take one sip out of it. Again, you hit the buffet and only 3 fucking plates of food. Okay? So it doesn't matter whether you sat there and drank your soda with the meal or if you waited to the end, you still get the same fucking the same fucking results. 3 plates of food and you're fucking done. Now, here's where it might get a little disgusting for some of the people who are eating lunch. So, pardon me if you're eating lunch, or you might want to tune out of this part and then come back to watch this party later. So let's say you want to go to Chinese. So you say to your significant other, well, because you wake up in the morning, and the first thing everybody does is they got to take a shit, right? So you say to your significant other or your partner or your wife, husband, whatever the case may be in your part of the world, you say to that person, I don't want to go yet, because I haven't had the morning constitution, right? So you wait. The morning constitution finally kicks in. You take a shit. Your stomach is totally empty, and you're like, well, I don't feel bloated. I'm bloated right now, but I feel good. I'm hungry. Let's go hit the buffet. Thinking you're going to eat a lot because you just had a good healthy shit before you went to the lunch. And again, 3 plates of fucking food, and you're done. I can never get to the 4th plate at a fucking Chinese buffet. Never. With all those scenarios I've just given you, I can never get to the 4th fucking plate. Never happens. And then, after you go have your 3 plates of Chinese food, now you're in the position of where Emo Howling Wolf is now. Now your stomach is bloated. You're eating too much, and you're like, oh God. And now, because you ate so much, an hour later after going to the buffet, you actually feel like you want to throw up the buffet because you ate too much of the goddamn buffet. Okay? So now it's repeating now. And again, today, only 3 fucking plates of food. So how many plates of food can you pile down at a fucking Chinese buffet? So the point of the story, I guess, is your stomach is only a certain size. So you come up with all these scenarios. Maybe if I don't eat from the night before, maybe if I don't eat my soda, drink my soda with the meal, it will give me more room. Maybe if I relieve myself before going to the restaurant and having nothing in my stomach that could be in my way. And no matter what you do, you always eat the same amount at the fucking Chinese buffet every time, no matter what you do. So I guess my fucking stomach must be designed for 3 fucking plates, because I can never get to the 4th plate, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I just gave you all the different things I've tried, where your brain thinks, oh, if I do this, I can eat more food. If I do that, I can really fucking, chow down. And then no matter what you do, no matter which scenario you use, you get to the fucking restaurant, and it's the same fucking 3 plates of food over and over and over again, no matter what the fuck you do. I've tried for the last year now, thinking of different ways. Well, don't eat anything, don't drink your soda, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And the multiple times that I went to that fucking restaurant within a year, 3 plates. I can never get to the 4th plate, people. So it's weird. It's fucking weird. It's like the answer's 3 plates. It's like you could probably come up with 5 different ways to add to 20, but the answer is still 20. Okay? I mean, think about it. Oh, 2 10s is 20. Okay? So let's say, 2 10s is a 20, 4 5s is a 20. There's a couple of ways. 10 $1 bills. $21 bills is 20, right? So there's 3 ways to count to 20. A 10 and 10 $1 bills. That would get you to 20. See, so no, there's multiple ways you can add an equation, but if 20 is the number, that's the number you're gonna get, right? So I don't know. I just can't get past the 3rd plate, and that bugs me, because sometimes I think I go to these Chinese restaurants and I'm like, they're charging me so much for this goddamn buffet, and I'm only eating 3 plates. Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting money going to the buffet. I'm like, man. And Mike, with his condition right now, with his stomach being fucked up, he does need a couple of operations. We're finally gonna go see the fucking surgery. He paid $12.95 for this all-you-can-eat buffet and only ate 2 fucking plates of food. I mean, was that really worth $12.98? He claims, well, I ate about $10 worth of shrimp. I'm like, okay, Mike, if you say so. But I don't know. I just thought I would share that with you, because that just bugs my ass. No matter how I try to do the scenario, I can never get past 3 fucking plates at a Chinese restaurant. Or any buffet. Because I've been to other buffets. there was another good, and I'll give you another story that was fucking awesome. There was another fucking buffet. It's on, oh, where the fuck is it? It's on Highway 84 in Connecticut. It's a TA truck stop on 84 in Connecticut. And back in the old 90s era, this was when everybody was on the CB radio, and there was like 7 or 8 CB clubs going on, okay? And all the CB clubs pretty much supported each other and everything. And this TA restaurant, I remember going there. Mike wasn't in the picture yet because this was the 90s. But I remember going there with my mother. And this one TA, I think it's Danbury, the town started with a D. It's the TA on Highway 84 in Connecticut. I can't remember the exact fucking... the exact town. But it was a TA truck stop, and the restaurant in the TA truck stop used to have a buffet, okay? And that fucking buffet was so good, okay, that most of the people from the CB clubs from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, the clubs one year decided, well, instead of because of the holidays and all the clubs like to have their meetings, it's like a motorcycle club having church, okay? You have your meeting, and you might be in a motorcycle gang, and you have your church meeting once a month. Well, CB clubs used to be the same way. Only we could discuss what we talked about because we weren't a secreted club like MCs are, but somebody got the idea that the 3 or 4 CB clubs at the time should find a place, okay? Should find a place where all 3 or 4 clubs could get together for Christmas. Yeah, I know, you gotta go to the doctor's appointment. Mm-hmm. So, they came up with an idea. So one of the guys in the club at the time was a truck driver, and he says, oh, you're gonna go to this TA truck stop. They got the best buffet in Connecticut. The food was awesome. And it was a great fucking thing. So the club says that sounds like a good idea. And this is when we had the meeting, like in November or October. So Michelle, the club president of one of the clubs, says, why don't you ask the TA, because they had a big dining room and they also had a hall next to the dining room. It was like a split dining room. It could be cut in half. So Michelle's like, why don't you fucking go and ask this truck stop how much it would cost to rent the back part of the fucking dining room. So the truck driver got the club's a number. They figured out how much, how much the rent would be. So they asked people to help out with the rent if they could. And everybody had to pay for the meal too. So, I would throw in like $20 or so towards the fucking room rent, and whatever me and my mother had, whatever the buffet was for 2 people, we paid that too. And we would go to the fucking truck stop. And it was a nice fucking truck stop. It was a really, really nice place to meet. And the food was so good, okay, that there were people driving 4 or 5 hours away to this truck stop. when we did this Christmas party at the TA truck stop. There were people driving 4 or 5 hours away. Where I was living in Rhode Island, it was a 2-hour and 40-minute ride just to go out to eat. Okay? And again, even back in the 90s, I used to eat 3 fucking plates of food and stop. I have never in all my life been able to go to a goddamn buffet and make it to the 4th plate. I should have named it. I think I'm going to change the title to the video. The 4th plate. That would have been a better title than what I used. So you see how that works? So, I think this body is built for 3 plates at a buffet. And no matter what, I'm just wasting my time thinking about it. Oh, if I don't drink my my soda with the meal, that's not going to blow me up and take up space. If I do this, because I can never get to the 4th plate. Like I said, even back then in the 90s, that truck stop was good. And then, and we kept doing it. I think we went there from like 1998 to, I think it was, let me see, 1998 to 2006, I believe. And then in 2006, the unthinkable happened. The TA decided, well, the TA claimed that people weren't eating everything at the buffet. The TA claimed that they threw out too much food. So the TA got rid of the fucking buffets. In the early 2000s. But some people like Nemesis the Trucker might remember the early days of the TA truck stops. They used to have wicked good fucking buffets in them. And then they got to the point, well, where a buffet is a waste of food because not everybody's eating everything they're putting on a plate, or stuff is sitting in the buffet too long and then it gets cold, and then once it's at a certain temperature, the Board of Health says, oh, you got to take it out. But while that buffet lasted, okay, that was one of the best non-Chinese buffets that I went to. And they had everything, okay? They had all kinds of shit at the TA buffets. It was not just one type of food. I would love to find a buffet that does, all kinds of things. Maybe has a little bit of meatloaf and has a little bit of steak and has spaghetti and meatballs and maybe has some lasagna and shit like that. I mean, maybe a section with shepherd's pie in it, but the buffets we have nowadays, 90% of the buffets that are left are Chinese buffets. And I just can't get to the 4th fucking plate. Just can't. So, I don't know. This whole video might sound like rambling, but it was just something that was on my mind because it just bugs me that you go to a Chinese restaurant, you pay $12.95 for a fucking meal, and you only eat 4 plates. I don't know. You only eat 3 plates. That to me just, I don't know. I'd like to be the cheap bastard that goes to a Chinese restaurant. This is what I would love to do. But my body says no every time. Pay $12.95 and then you hit the buffet and you get like 7 or 8 plates worth of food. That's what your brain thinks you want to do. But then you, but then you get to the end of that third plate, and you're like, oh God, why did I eat so much food? You know? And you can never get past your minimum. I dare you guys to try that. Try different ways. Try different scenarios that you can think of. You know how much you normally eat at a Chinese buffet. Go to a Chinese buffet. Try not to drink anything. See if you get see if you get your normal end result. Try taking a dump before you go to the Chinese restaurant. Clean out your whole body. Make sure there's nothing in the system. Go to the Chinese restaurant. Try to eat. See if you hit your same result again. I'll go over it. Go to the Chinese restaurant another time and drink your soda while you're eating the meal and see if you get your normal result, or if you're able to, if you wind up eating less food or you're eating more food. And I guarantee you, whichever way you try to come up with, whatever way you try to, like I said, there could be like 50 ways to add to 100. Okay? But the answer is still 100. So if the fourth plate's your limit, no matter what you do, you're not going to make it past the fourth plate. If the fifth plate's your limit, you're not going to make it past the fifth plate. As for me, the third plate is my limit. I can never make it. I can never make it through. I can never make it to the fourth plate. I always quit at 3. But it's, I guess the body is designed with a certain capacity, and no matter what you try, you can't go over it. It just will not work. So, but anyway, I thank you for spending your day with me. I thank you for chilling out with me for this few minutes, even though it might have sounded like a rambling fest. But see, there I go. See that? I was just birching because it's like repeating now because I ate too much fucking food again. And then you come home from the Chinese restaurant and you feel bloated. It's repeating because you ate too much. And then the other thing, you feel like, oh God, I gotta lay down and need to sleep. And you wind up passing out for 2 or 3 hours. I think the part that makes you pass out after eating Chinese is that goddamn MSG shit. Because probably after this video, probably going to take a nap for a good couple hours. Because that's the other thing that happens. I go to a Chinese restaurant, I eat 3 plates, I come back home, it starts repeating and repeating and repeating. You get the fucking heartburn. And then you get to the sleepy stage where you just want to fucking sleep it off. Because they got all that MSG shit in the Chinese. So, I'm going to go take a nap. And you guys have a great afternoon. And if you guys, let me end with this. If you guys were nice, I'll leave the fucking chat replay on. If you guys were assholes, the chat replay would disappear. Just saying. I'll publish the chat if you guys were nice. But if you were disrespectful, I won't publish the chat. Okay? You just gotta remember, I didn't mean to ignore you guys, but like I said, there's no way to relay the chat back to XSplit. I do not have a StreamYard account anymore. I fucking canceled it because, 1, nobody's gonna come to the panel, and 2, I can't afford the fucking thing. Oh, I just thought of something else that I want to fucking state here and now, because, and it's the only thing I'm going to say in this video about the trolls. I want to add this tail end in here, and I'll get the hell out of here. I'm tired of the trolls using a certain fucking thing as ammo, so I can guarantee you that this year, Lady Di is getting all of her money back. She is getting all of her fucking money back this fucking year, people. It's gone on long enough. I'm tired of people holding that over my fucking head. I'm tired of people waving it in my fucking face. And I'm to the point where I don't care if I gotta go without shit. She's getting paid back this year. Guaranteed. It's gone on long enough. I'm tired of people using it as fucking ammunition. It's gone on long fucking enough. The woman deserves her money. Now, if she is listening, I will be sending her an email address. I will be sending her an email. And in that email, I will be giving her explicit information on how I want to start making payments and pay her back. Okay? First thing I want Lady Di to do, and I'm going to pay for it, I'll send you the information in the email, is number one, I want Lady Di to get a P.O. box. Okay? That's going to be number one. I want her to go to a fucking local P.O. box, local post office, find out how much a fucking P.O. box is, and then I want her to tell me the rental on it, whatever it is to rent that P.O. box for 6 fucking months. I'm going to pay the rental on the fucking box, and then I'm going to start fucking sending her fucking money to the box. Everybody's going to say, well, Emo, why don't you do it on PayPal? Because one, I don't want to deal with the fucking fees. Two, it's easy. I'd rather send, the last time I sent it to her on something on PayPal, it wound up going to the wrong account, and then we had a fucking deal. That was a fucking nightmare to get it to the right fucking account, and blah, blah, blah. So, that's one way I want to send it to Lady Di. Or, option two, in the email, Lady Di can give me her actual house address, and I'll send it to a fucking house once a month. But, for the protection of Lady Di's docs, I'd rather her get a fucking P.O. box, pay her the rent on the P.O. box, and then pay her back the loan. That's what I'd like to do. Because it's gone on long enough. The trolls keep using it as ammunition. They're not going to stop using it as fucking ammunition until it's fucking paid off. And I fucking had it. I've absolutely fucking had it. Okay? People like Robbie Battle was the last one that made the video. Oh, you took Lady Di's money. Okay? And after that Robbie Battle video, I was like, this is it. I am not going through another fucking year with that motherfucking cocksucking shit over my fucking head. Do you understand me? I'm not fucking doing it again. So those are the two choices Lady Di has got. Either give me her fucking docs or get a fucking P.O. box and we'll start sending payments out. Because I'm done. I'm done with the bullshit. It's gone on long enough. It needs to be fucking paid back. And this is the fucking year, motherfuckers, that it's gonna get paid back. Okay? And and like I said, she'll admit this to yourself, okay? There was other people that she loaned money to, and I was the only one that paid her back. Now everybody's going to say, well, you still owe her $1,000, so you didn't pay her back. But still, out of all the people she loaned money to, okay, not one of those other people have even made an attempt to pay back the money they borrowed from Lady Di. At least I made an attempt with one of my stimulus checks. At least I paid her $600, okay? Now, I actually sent her $610, but she lost $10 in fucking PayPal fees, okay? So, she says she lost $10 in the PayPal fees and blah, blah, blah. I'll give that to her. I'll give that to her because I know there's fucking PayPal fees involved. But that's what I want you to do, Lady Di. I want you to find out how much a fucking P.O. box costs. Get me the fucking information. I'll send you the money. You rent the fucking P.O. box. You give me the fucking address. And then I'll start paying you your fucking $1,000. And if I have it, I might throw in a little extra in there too because of the fucking interest that this woman, in all honesty, if I could swing it, I'd like to throw her a couple $100 more on top of the $1,000, to fucking give the woman at least some interest. The woman deserves some fucking interest, for Christ's sake. But yeah, so Lady Di, if you're hearing this, that's what I need you to do. I need you to find out how much a fucking P.O. box is going to be and get back to me. Because we need to get this shit done. You're getting your money this year, but we're going to start making... Like I said, I'm a little swamped this month, but we're going to start making payments in February. And we're going to send out a payment in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and all the way until next January if I have to get this fucking thing paid off. Okay? This is the year. It's gone on long enough, and I'm fucking done. I'm to the point where oh, look at this! You're still waving into my face. To me, it's like the way. Well, let me put it this way. You know how this loan bullshit is to me? It's like fucking me trying to quit smoking, right? Me trying to quit smoking, and you trolls just keep going. Here, Emo, here's another cigarette. Oh, just remember, I know you're trying to quit, but here, light another cigarette, Emo. Come on. We know you want one. Come on. Yeah, come on. We're going to keep hanging the cigarettes over your head because we know you want to quit, Emo. Come on. We'll keep hanging the cigarettes over your head. Okay? For the scenario of somebody quitting. Only in my case, that's the fucking loan. Come on. We know you owe Lady Di money. Come on. Okay? It's the same fucking scenario. Okay? Waving it over my head. You owe her fucking money. Yeah. And I'm to the point where I'm fucking tired of it. So, anyway, that's it. I said what I wanted to say. And I meant it. Lady Di's getting all of her money this year because I fucking had it. I'm at my wit's end, and I fucking had it. That's all you need to know. Okay? And the woman has waited long enough. Okay? Now, I know about a month ago, when I was talking about women in one of my videos on the other channel, and I said, well, and people said, well, Emo, why are you misogynistic and all this stuff? And I said, well, because women never treated me with respect. And then I said, oh, this woman's a cunt, and that woman's a cunt, and this woman's a... And I named names, remember? And I actually put Lady Di in there. I said, yeah, even at one time, Lady Di was a cunt. And the only reason why I said that is I was talking about when she had the Three Stooges mug made, and she said she was gonna start selling merchandise and all, and she was siding with Gary. That was the time I was talking about Lady Di. So, Lady Di, I just want to let you know, if you heard that video about a month ago, I called you that. I was talking about one time you were that way, but do I think you are that now? No, I do not think you are that now, okay? So just want to apologize for that, because I should have been more clearer in that other video. But, yeah. So. But anyways, Lady Di's gonna get her fucking money this year. I gotta do it. I can't do it. If that means I gotta put my fucking cell phone on vacation and start turning fucking shit off, I'll turn fucking shit off just to get this woman paid, because I'm tired of it. Ooh, evil, ah. They're waving it over my head. I'm just tired of it. I know I'm rambling now, but and repeating myself, but it's gone on long enough. Case closed. Good night, ladies.